You guys said so many wonderful things about me. Ron, I thought you were going to forget about the chicken shit because you started with love and chicken shit. It took you a long time to talk about that. I said, do I have to get up and say something about that? And one thing I wanted to say too is that when I was hired at OCO, Ron's daughter was very pregnant, and she was traveling from, where's the area that has no, it has water,
But that's not. She got me feeling old now. I don't know.
Santa Cruz. She was traveling to Santa Cruz and went into that office one day and she said, Barbara, do you want my job? She was so tired of traveling, poor thing, and I said, yeah, I'll take it. And I was hired at part-time. It didn't take long for me to convince Ron that that was not a part-time job. So, hire me full-time, and that's how it all got started. But anyway, my last day as Program and Operations Manager of Faith in Action East Bay was Monday, June 1st. But on December 7th of 2025, I stood before, some of you were there, and I proclaimed March 2nd would be my last day. The good news is, yep, after all these years, I have finally retired.
Yes.
You may begin to applaud, or you can panic. I want to say thank you to everyone I've had the honor of working with and getting to know during my 22 and a half years with OCO/Faith in Action East Bay as Program Operations Manager. And nearly 30 years as a leader in this wonderful and powerful grassroots organizing network. Because that's exactly what it is. This is a network. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. I'm so happy to share the love that you have all bestowed upon me. If you're talking about me bestowing love on you, I had to do it. I had to give it back to you because you gave it to me. Every last one of you. I have grown spiritually, emotionally, and in about 17 other ways that I wish I could name. But I've had a few days off, and I've begun to forget already. And I'm forgetting because I want to take a little time off. But I'm not going to be able to do that because of all these wonderful things you said about me tonight. But many of you have heard the story of how this all started with our very first one-to-one with Oluwole, OCO organizer extraordinaire at St. Andrew St. Joseph Catholic Church. She dropped the bomb on Olu and me, and we said yes to leadership development. And we had no idea that yes would turn into 3 decades. But you know how organizers are. You know how they are. They get you in a room and they suddenly, you're running campaigns and you're doing all kinds of stuff. So Honestly. Over 3 decades, all of you have lodged a small piece of yourselves in that place inside my heart where community dwells. In these 30 years, I've come to believe deeply in the urgency of this work and in its sacred ability to forge beloved community. And so many great spiritual leaders, from Jesus Christ to Father John Bauman, to Pastor Jim, Amy, Dr. Cummings, Reverend Demita, Father Ken Hamilton, Father Aiden, Pastor Todd, Pastor Dixon, Pastor Wallace, Sister Ann, Father Jason, Reverend Chambers, Emma Paulino, and so many others who have crossed my path have called us to do. As for what comes next, I have big plans. My number one priority is to get some sleep. And I have not accomplished that in my first week off. I just want you to know that. I'm going to join the senior center, and I have a few seniors here that I got my eyes on who's going to be showing me the ropes. And then I'm going to do some much needed house cleaning, and I'm going to read some books I've stacked up for years, and I'm going to pay some long overdue attention to my poor husband and my children and my grandchildren who have been putting up with all the work I've been doing for all these years that I've been spending time just doing everything but what I should be doing at my home with my family. But God called me to do it.
That's right.
And I couldn't say no. And most importantly, I'm going to give some time to me.